Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Japan's Hiroshima to attend the G7 Leaders Summit. He's also going to meet the Quad leaders there in Japan after the Quad in Australia was cancelled. The Prime Minister has started his three-nation tour from Japan. He's also going to visit Papua New Guinea and Australia in the coming few days. And on the agenda are the economic and global issues that the economy is facing right now. Take a look at this report.
The Prime Minister's first stop on his three-nation tour. He touched down in Japan's Hiroshima for the G7 summit, where talks regarding peace, stability, food and energy security are high on the agenda.
If they sign up and meet
with US President Joe Biden cancelling his trip to Australia due to the crucial debt ceiling talks in Washington, the Quad leaders are likely to meet in Hiroshima on the margins of the G7 summit. The Prime Minister will be in Hiroshima till the 21st of May, after which he heads to Port Moresby, where he will host the third summit of the Forum for Indo-Pacific Islands Cooperation with the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea. Prime Minister Modi, who has bilateral engagements including a meeting with Anthony Albanese, top business CEOs and the Indian diaspora in Sydney, will continue with his scheduled trip to Australia despite the Quad meet being cancelled. His three-nation tour will be a hectic one as over 40 engagements have been lined up. The Prime Minister will interact with over 24 world leaders in summits, while he has scheduled bilaterals in Hiroshima with Korea, Vietnam, France, Japan and the United Kingdom. Meanwhile, flying into Japan for the gathering of world leaders and becoming the first British Prime Minister to visit the city destroyed by a US atomic bomb in 1945, Rishi Sunak announced a British ban on import of Russian diamonds and Russian-origin copper, nickel and aluminium, while the US said it would blacklist 70 entities from receiving exports and introduce over 300 new sanctions on individuals, entities, vessels and aircraft. This, as our Foreign Secretary asserts that our regular participation at the G7 summits points to increasing recognition that we should be a part of any serious effort to resolve global challenges, including those of security and development. He added that this is even salient in the context of our ongoing presidency of the G20 and our particular efforts to prioritize the interests and concerns of the global South. Parmeshwar Bava for NDTV.